So I'm thankful to have the opportunity to gather here in Springfield with such a dynamic group of young people who have just taken such a big step and graduated from the Youth Build program.
So my name is Hector Colazo, and before I came to Youth Build, I was struggling academically with regular schools, and I felt personally as if I couldn't handle it. But coming into Youth Build, they helped me a lot and allowed me to come here and get something that I never thought I would be able to do. And I graduated, I got my high set, and they helped me throughout life in general with my ID, my permit, driving school, even my license. So I'm really, really glad that I was able to um, experience Youth Build the way I did.
And what's your skill? Tell us what your skill is.
Oh, I came in for construction, and I would love to continue up my career path in construction, but I was looking into being a train conductor.
My name is Joshua Rosa. I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts, and basically school for me wasn't like fun. I didn't like to go. I'd much rather stay home. I'm not really the most social individual, but then like having my daughters and like Raina, she brought me here. You feel me? Like she brought me here, and I was able to graduate with not only my high set but also my construction HBI pack. So Youth Build has helped me a lot in accomplishing more professional standpoint, I guess you could say.
So are you working now?
I actually plan on going to the labor union in December.
In December?
Yeah.
Great. What union?
It's more of a general union labor, so it's like we work with like construction and masonry work and a lot of other stuff.
For me, I guess just like Hector, regular school didn't work for me either, and also being a child in the DCF system was very difficult. Getting snatched and thrown into random houses and not always knowing where I was gonna lay my head at night also conflicted with me graduating. Missed a lot of school, a lot of attendance, and I just didn't think I was ever gonna graduate, ever gonna end up with the things I have now. Hence my CPR certification, my OSA 10, my ID, my permit, and both my high set. So yeah, YouthBuild impacted my life very, very greatly. Very thankful for them because I graduated at 17, so yeah. Here you go.
Not only did they help me get my high set, but they also helped me provide things for my son because obviously I wasn't working. Also, I was in the process of moving from house to house. So not only did they help me with that, but they also helped me get my high set, my ID, they put me in driving school, and all of that too.
Hello, my name is Chris O'Bara, and I came here to get my OSHA 10 license, and honestly, Youth Build gave me a second chance when I didn't think I had one. So I came here looking for more freedom, more wisdom, just things to put underneath my belt so I could get a better future and have a better career path. And I graduated recently. I got my OSHA 10, my soon to come driving school, and I'm currently a new employee here. So, yes. Yeah, I'm only 17 at the moment, and I'm balancing two jobs. So it's really hard at the moment, but Youth Build has gotten me through all that I needed. Hello, everyone. My name is Joshua Cardona. I'm 25. I graduated in Youth Build class of 2022. When I came here, I was working at the Smith & Wesson factory and just doing factory work like that from 18 to 21. The thing with factory work is that, you learn what you learn when you get there, but once you're there, that's all there is to it. There is probably positions that you could earn more money, but your skill set is whatever they train you for that job, you're there. And when I was working at Smith & Wesson, all I knew was whatever they taught me, and once I stepped off the property, I didn't know anything. So You know, I always felt like from 18 to 21, I always felt like I failed my parents because I'm their firstborn. I didn't graduate, so I always just felt like I failed them on that aspect. I just always felt like, as a man, personally myself, I can only speak for myself. As a man, I didn't feel complete. I needed more skills. I needed more wisdom. I felt like my brain was decaying. Um, and a friend of mine told me about YouthBuild, and instantly, as soon as I seen the construction, it's something I wanted to do since I was 16. I instantly jumped at the opportunity. I told a coworker, I think about putting in my 2 weeks because I want to get my education back and I want to learn a career or a skill that I can take anywhere in the world, whether it's here, across the other side of the world, anywhere. You can take construction, teach anyone, and do any type of work anywhere. So I came here, I did that, I got my HISET, I got my construction license, and truly felt complete after that. And once I graduated, that feeling of I failed my parents went away. To see them both, to see them both smiling and see me cross the stage, it was like a blissful feeling, and I won't forget it. And then I got that weight off my chest, and be able to be in a career, construction, something I want to do since I was 16. To be able to do that as a career and not be stuck in the trap of I'm working at a place that if I get good money, but I'm not doing what I want to do. Being able to be in construction is something where I can wake up and yes, let's get it out, get into construction. It's something that I see myself doing for the rest of my life. And I dealt with some homeless situations during my time here in YouthBuild. I got into some personal situations with family, and I was homeless. And without YouthBuild, I can say without a doubt, I would not be where I am at today. Because literally, my classmates and the staff members here helped me stay motivated every day, making sure I'm coming in, and I was so dedicated. I told myself I'm not gonna miss a day. And my whole entire 6, 7 months here, I did not miss a single day, and I came here every day early to get my work done and to go back to continue doing what I was doing. And yeah, just being able to help the youth now is something that I'm looking forward to. You know, we have the Joshua's house housing going upstairs. You know, they're gonna help the younger youth, and that's something that I can relate to because you know, like I said, I was homeless. Without youth, like I said, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So anybody else that needs help, you know, I'm looking forward to helping them as well. To be frank with myself, I completed my life goal, which was at 19. I told myself, I want my name to be remembered when I leave this earth. I want my face to be remembered. And to have this Joshua's house named after me, and to have everybody in this room, to listen to our stories, and to listen to mine, and just to be an ear, and for Senator Markey to give us his time and his attention to help us, beyond grateful. My goal now, since I completed my main goals, is just to help the youth. That's all I really care about. My name will be remembered. I completed what I want for graduating. Now I just want to help everybody else out.
Unfortunately, when I came to join YouthBuild, I had lost my best friend. So, in a way, he was the reason that drove me here because of my being depressed and going through grief is what drove me to want to finish and to succeed for both of us, not just me. Because at the point of time that I was in my life, we were at the same point. And unfortunately, I lost my best friend to drug usage. And I just wanted to put my part in, not only for the generations that have fought for us now, but for the generations that are to come. I would like for this to still be around for my children if needed the opportunity, because it is a beautiful opportunity. I would also like for YouthBuild to be around and for my children and my nieces and nephews to know that I did my part to make sure that this was still around for them, because who is to know what type of struggles or hurdles the next generation will come to. And in my experience, I was always looked at as a single young mother who had mental health problems, who was probably not going to make it very far in life. And I decided to show everybody that despite my mental health or despite being mentally weak, sometimes you can make it through with determination and help of people pushing you around.
Personally, it was like the whole stigma, like, you know, like school wasn't like the cool thing to do. Being here at YouthBuild, like, it changed it. Like, it gave me like, you know, the motivation to like Joshua said, construction is something I've been wanting to get into. So like having that opportunity gave me the motivation to do something that I actually want to do is what kept me, you know, going and definitely kept me here.
I think Youth Build really grabs the attention of the youth more than just regular academic schools because they offer a lot more than just traditional schooling.
they give you help within your whole life, and even after you graduate, they still follow up with you and make sure that everything is okay and that you're doing good. And they're just trying to make sure that you're still on the right path, even after graduation, which I think personally is amazing.
I would also like to add to what Joshua was saying. A way to expand Youth Build would maybe, instead of limiting the age range to 16 to 25, making it an extension of the program for older people as well. Because there's a lot of older people in our community that would like to have this opportunity but can't due to their age. And I know a lot of older people personally that would like to learn in construction or would like to learn in the medical field. Just the fact that of them not being the age limit, they feel like, okay, they're worthless to the community in a sense.
Before I say anything, I just want to say how extremely proud I am of each and every one of you for, one, having the ability just to stand up and tell your story, and then talk to the senator on what's important, especially within our community here in the city of Springfield. But lastly, I think that just to say I want to answer your question about older folks and things that the legislature has been able to accomplish in the last 2 sessions is the Mass Connect programs, which if you know individuals that want to get into a trade or get into nursing, anybody that's of age of 25 or more can go to community college for free. And that's a lot of information that some folks don't know about that we need to start talking about. But then even folks that just earned your high set, right? And maybe you want to further your education, and public school education at the moment wasn't for you, but now that you've gotten into the groove of things and now you think, you know what, school is cool, right? Because I was one of those ones that floated around and tried to figure out where I was going. If passing the budget this year, once the governor signs it, it's going to be free community college for all Massachusetts students that graduate and leave or get their high sets. So anybody that's 18 and over, crossing our fingers, hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll know, you guys are available to now graduate from YouthBuild with your certification and take that to community college and not just be a technician or anything else. You guys can take it and become that RN and take the education to a further step. So just want to add that information. For us, I know that some of you guys were in my office a couple weeks ago. I appreciate your advocacy. We have State Senator Jake Olivier that serves the city of Springfield and Chicopee with me. He's my partner in crime on the state senate. But it's important that you guys, what I want to give you is figure out where you live, and you got to know who's your city councilor. You have a ward city councilor. You have an at-large city council member. And then from there, who's your state representative? Because how government works and the advocacy works is that we have 2 chambers, because the state of Massachusetts works like a mini Congress, like the U.S. Congress as well. So they have a chamber in the Senate and a House of Representatives, just like we have in the State House. So how we get to double down on the advocacy for YouthBuild is that you guys consistently stay adamant on conversating with not only Senator Markey's office, but my office, and also your state representative. And State Representative Carlos Gonzalez is in this district of Ward 1 and Ward 2, which is like the north end, south end, and Forest Park. There's different parts of the city that has different representatives, but they would love to hear from you all. So I'm just going to pass it to the left. More information, no questions, but if you wanted to add something, Senator, before I hand the mic to the left, just wanted to make sure. Senator Olivier.
Thank you, Senator Gomez. It's good to be also in your neighborhood, and thank you for always being a champion of YouthBuild. You know, it's such an incredible program. Senator Markey, thank you so much. When we took a tour of this facility earlier, the people giving us a tour were thanking the senator because there are so many grant opportunities from the federal government and from the state government to help build out this facility. So thank you, Senator Markey, to each one of you. Your stories are incredible. It gives me hope. You know, I'm the second youngest member of the Senate right now. You guys are like 15 years younger than I am, and I am just impressed because what YouthBuild does for each one of you is provide opportunities, but it also takes you. It takes that self-confidence to go put yourself forward. and understanding yourself that maybe the traditional schooling model wasn't work for you, but you found something to better yourself. So I do have a couple of questions for you. So each one of you have said this at least one point when we went around the room. Number one, what is high set? I need to know the definition of that. And number two, you each spoke about mental health at some level and how that has impacted you. And I want to know, you're of the COVID generation, where there was a lot of social isolation, a lot of fear, a lot of inability to connect with people. And you talk about that socialization that you mentioned before to build that social How did the pandemic impact you? And did it hinder your ability to kind of put yourself forward? So high set first. Who's ready to answer it? You're going to answer it? All right, Josh.
The high set, I believe, stands for high school equivalency, which basically just means like it's like a diploma or like GED. So it's basically the same thing as a high school diploma. And then as far as your second question,
The pandemic.
Pandemic for me personally, like I wasn't like overly social, but like being away from like family members and stuff like that definitely did take a toll, and like mentally I just didn't want to be around people because like I had lost my brother-in-law like during the pandemic and everything, so it was like hard for me to like really cope with that without being able to be around family and stuff like that. So I'd say, yeah, that definitely did play a huge part in my mental health.
Well, first of all, I want to thank all of you for sharing. I know how difficult it is to stand in front of a crowd of people and speak. I have the title of being Vice President of Springfield City Council, but my colleagues and the people who know me personally and closely know that the time that I have to speak is when I'm most nervous, and especially if it's a crowd. So I want to first thank you for that. I walk out of this room today much more knowledgeable and much smarter than I walked in, and I'm very appreciative of that. To be able to share about your struggles, life is not easy, as you already know. Nobody can, for me to stand here and waste time telling you that, you already know that. But I'm very proud of the fact that I continually tell young people that there's an expectation by some of us older folks that you're all going to fall short and that the humanity is doomed because of the youth of today. Well, that expectation throughout the history of the world has been consistent, that old people think that young people can't do what needs to be done for humanity to progress and to be successful. You give me much hope that my future is in very good hands. It's not where you came from that matters, it's where you end up at. You stack one good choice on top of another. You make one good decision and you step it next to another. And our futures will be in very good hands. My prayers go out to all of you, and thank you for sharing and giving me an opportunity to walk out of here smarter than I came in.
Yo les voy a decir muchas gracias. Thank you. You know, I'm sitting in the chair hearing your story, sharing your story. I once was that mother, young mother, and I wish back then we had the program that we have right now. It is a struggle. Coming to school, sometimes you haven't had no breakfast. Nobody knows what you're going through, but you still got to go over those books and read and comprehend. That it doesn't work like that. And I think that having Joshua's house, I'm going to turn on my hat. I'm the chief of housing at New North Citizens Council. And believe me, I see young people that coming every day asking a place just to put their head and doesn't have the goals or the means of someone that could support them. This is an issue that is growing. I think by having this meeting, I thank you personally for hearing from the youth, because this is a growing issue. We're looking for affordable housing, but this is a picture, life picture here today that is not only the adults, but I have youth coming to my office looking for a place to stay, and sometimes they don't even understand how they're gonna manage. Thank you for bringing literacy, banking, and all that. Because the first thing when you get a check, you think about doing your hair and your nails. No, you know, you have to beg some money to get housing, and I go through that. I sit down, all of my programs not related to the youth, but I see them coming to my office. So thank you for putting a face and letting know your story. Thank you so much.